All right, we're back. Episode 30 of I Said What I Said podcast. And my name is Jazzy. And I'm here with Sasha. And we have two special guests.
Hey, y'all.
Introduce yourselves.
I'm Shahani. I'm Sasha's younger sister, but I'm older.
Yep.
I'm Brienne, Sasha's adoptive little sister.
Who said that? Yes. And they are filling in for Keema because her ass is in Turks and Caicos.
I'm so jealous.
Hallelujah, yo. Who told her she could do that?
Exactly.
When did she come back?
Tomorrow, right?
Oh,
Or two? I think tomorrow.
We don't know when our friend comes back, but she will be
She
back.
will be back. Right. She will be back.
I just know when she left, you know?
Yeah. So how was y'all week?
It was good. It was a good way to start the year.
I don't really remember. It was weird. I was off 2 days, on
Yes.
Yeah.
1 day, like
It did feel weird
just trying
because,
to get it over with.
yeah, since I'm usually in school, it's like, it just felt weird to just be home.
Oh yeah, because you're done. You graduated.
In
Nursing
August,
school.
So
Pay for my
Yes.
it felt weird to just be home. I didn't know what to do with myself. I ain't paying for nothing.
How was your week, Sash?
I personally don't believe that I should have went to work this week, but
Me either.
I
I went back
should-
Thursday
I
and
just did.
Friday. What day you went back?
Thursday and Friday was
It
stupid.
was stupid.
It's just like, what's the point? Everybody
Wednesday
should have
felt like
started
the Sunday.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
You should've started on
Nobody
the
would have
6th.
wanted to do anything tomorrow.
Everybody would have quit.
Yeah.
Like now, I had too much days
Yeah,
off.
too much days off. You're right.
Everybody just came back extra tired, but I guess there's a method to the madness. Come back on the Thursday. So you
Yeah,
don't be too
Refreshed,
fucked up.
recharged, I guess.
Yeah. I was lit as fuck for New Year's.
Yes.
We weren't.
I think we missed out.
She was sleeping.
Yeah,
Y'all did. It was
I
fun.
didn't make it.
I'm sorry, but that party, that shit was lit. It was fun.
good. And like, you know, because we always try to plan something for New Year's and it never ever like comes
Never.
to fruition. And the
Yeah.
one year we just did it, we planned it, it wasn't no stress towards it.
No.
So we actually had a really good time.
Sometimes you just have to make that decision. Like, all right, this is where we're going. Don't look at nothing
Yeah,
else.
and that's just what it
I
was.
think that's
Yeah,
what
we
y'all
didn't
did
do
this
that.
year.
And there were part. This is the first year where like other stuff actually did pop up. It's like, but nothing looked as appealing as what we actually went to. And
One, it was
the money
open.
was
It was
worth
open
it.
bar.
That's the thing. You don't have to worry about
open
It was
bar?
open
Yes.
bar, and they had
Top
food.
shelf.
I
And they
didn't
had
know
food.
that.
Me and Shakima did get some
Why did we
food.
go again?
Because y'all ain't shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
I feel like we're not used to spending money on parties. Maybe next time we'll like.
Yeah, because you know this.
It's understandable.
Yeah,
Because it's the first year where we actually sat there
What
and
is it,
put
like
down.
100 something?
It was early. It was 100. It was early, but it was 100.
But if
yeah.
you think about it, for free
worth it.
drinks,
It was top
free
shelf.
food, well, like the drinks, the food.
all types of photo booths.
I've
The location. First of all, it was classy, and I'm gonna be honest. That was a really good looking party. I didn't see like no bad looking
It
people.
was so beautiful.
It was so beautiful.
And sometimes
Black
that
people.
feels
Black
good.
people.
Yes, everybody was dressed nice. Everybody had the black tie affair on. It looked really nice. It was so nice.
And I always say I love dress to impress, like soirees. And
Yes.
that feeling of just coming in and finding this is
Just when you walk
black
in, you're
excellence.
like, damn, like
Like when you go to a party
Yes.
and all the niggas got on jeans and sneakers and they all got their hats and they standing in the corner. No, I want to see a
jeans.
suit.
You don't even get jeans anymore. You just sweat.
sweat. Nike tag.
I love niggas in the Nike Tech, but not nobody club.
Exactly.
Feel like
They jacking on the whole night. Like they not sweating.
like they're not drenched under their armpits.
And then
It's
that coat check
annoying.
was free. Like that's the best part of the party was free.
Free.
Like that's love. That's
Free.
fucking love.
That's nice.
It was good. And
Everybody
the
had
rides,
furs.
no traffic.
When you walk down them
Oh, really?
steps,
no traffic.
no
Going there and
traffic.
coming
Yeah.
back.
All
I'm
right.
surprised.
40 minutes going, 40. I always tell people, New Year's Eve, there's never traffic unless you're going into Times Square.
Yeah, because people
That's
are already
where it
there
is.
in that big ass crowd.
So it was 40 minutes going, 40 minutes coming back. It was love.
That's
Mhm.
good.
It was
Next
good.
year.
Next year.
yeah. Hopefully next year. I'm thinking next year. I'm thinking that. Or I'm thinking a cabin.
Can we not wait till New Year's? Can we?
I want to do that now. I want to do that
Like,
ASAP.
We need to do the
So
Poconos
we're
or
putting that out there.
something.
March?
2020,
Yes.
cabin
Yeah, in Canada. Can we go to Canada?
I do want to go to Canada.
Caravana.
That's fine with me. I did that little thing on Instagram where they have like a little thing. You push the button and it tells you what your biggest 2020 thing is, and mine was traveling.
Oh my god.
Mine was traveling.
Oh my
Somebody auntie.
I love it.
Yeah, it's
The
like
dream is coming.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, we should
I'm
do
excited.
cabin in March.
Alrighty. So what's y'all song mood of the week? If y'all have one, it's a little thing we do on this podcast. So it's those people.
Do I want to be ratchet or do I want to be?
What's your mood?
I'm probably gonna be righteous. Mine is Smokey Norfolk. I Need You Now.
Shut up! I was gonna do gospel too. Cause that's what I listen
Swear,
to.
because my job has been so fucking trying.
If you do Kanye, I'm walking out.
I wasn't gonna do
Kanye.
Because she been
Oh, yeah,
listening
she
to
has.
Kanye.
She gonna send it to us like, this not bad.
No,
SWV Rain.
Yes.
I haven't been listening to Kanye. I've been listening to Sunday Service because it's not under Kanye. Not Apple Music. It's under Sunday Service.
You a cool.
Ooh, I can actually look at it.
I'm not a cool. Who?
The person that voted for him.
He's a cool, but he loved Kanye, but he didn't vote for him. My song. Well, then you know what? My song mood of the week has been SWV. Like Rain, You're the One. All like, what's the other shit?
I don't
What's the
know.
other shit?
I don't know.
Week?
Yes.
Week.
You're
You
the
been a
One.
week?
Ooh, is that them?
You
Yeah.
been
Okay, I didn't
You're
mess
right.
up.
You're right. No, you're right.
That's been my mood.
So you feel like
Um,
in love?
ooh.
Dum, dum, dum.
Bitch, you is.
Yeah, I've been in a good place.
Oh, baby girl.
Can't relate.
Can't relate. You're right. You're right. Cannot relate.
Get it out.
All right, so you guys have probably said this before, but this is my first
It
time
don't matter.
on
It's
a
okay.
podcast. And I love Tory Lane's "Love You Gal." That song.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had a moment.
We had a whole Tory Lanez moment.
We had a moment up here for Tory.
I
Lanez.
just like the stuff that he was talking about. Like
he was talking cash.
he was
shit.
talking shit.
Yeah.
He was talking shit.
That was
So-
my mood 1 week. Yes.
It's savage, so I like it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Brienne.
I don't know. I feel like I've just been playing one album since it came out.
Sir.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Hey, go with that. It's okay.
Oh, I heard
Tory
Sir
Lanez
on the
is-
radio.
Sir.
He's-
I heard Sir on the radio like
I love him.
I love when he
maybe
dragged
Wednesday or
Charlamagne.
Thursday. And I'm so excited. 'cause
He
they
said
don't
it
play
so
on the radio
politely.
here.
I love when he dragged Charlamagne.
I need to listen
Cool.
to that.
Sir? Yeah, that was beautiful.
He's
And I
so
love
good.
Charlamagne, but he deserved that.
What song was on the radio?
What's the
Alone? It's
No,
like
the
that's
one with
not
the
what
weed.
it's called, but
the one centered around the weed, the popular one.
LA.
Oh Nana.
Oh.
No, it wasn't Oh Nana.
No.
That's my shit. The one with the weed. There we go.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay,
fucking
okay.
right there. Keep the thing away.
Oh, that's
wow.
good.
Because that
That's
damn shit,
old.
they never played it on
Yeah,
the
but it's
radio.
not-
You know, it's, a song would be 5 years old and the radio just, it's so hard to get the song on the
Especially because he
radio.
all the way West Coast, he probably gets played like every
Yeah.
single day. But
Yeah.
over here, I was surprised. I was really happy.
When we
about
went to
that.
go see him,
And
he
he
serenaded
brought
us.
his fine-ass
And then his
out.
brother.
What's his brother name?
D Smoke, the one that was on Hustle and Flow, Hustle and Rhythm.
Is it rhythm?
Rhythm
What?
and Flow.
Rhythm.
Well, Netflix show.
Well, I
That
didn't watch
show
it.
is-
Oh, I didn't watch it. I
I
didn't
didn't
watch
watch it either
it.
because everybody you can't do.
I don't really watch
I don't know how
that
you
much.
do a contest show
On Netflix.
and Netflix and everybody
Yeah.
knows who's
All
gonna
at
win. They
once.
can just go to the
You
last
can go
episode.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So D Smoke, he was the one who won, right?
Unless,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
what they should have done with like Hulu, how like they do Handmaid's Tale.
3 episodes.
Three-
Or the thing is, I don't think they dropped
They
all
do
the
3
episodes.
episodes?
I think
Sometimes
this
they
one
have
Hulu.
one
On
there,
Netflix?
sometimes they got 2 there. Yeah, no.
Oh,
Hulu.
hey,
They,
Hulu.
they pick and choose when they want to do it.
Hulu
Like
will drop
certain
3
shows.
I like how they do
They'll stop.
Handmaid's Tale. I like that.
They'll do 3 and then they'll stop and they'll do it for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
You
Right.
can binge watch those 3.
Because you don't want to watch just one episode, but you don't want to watch the whole season sometimes. Like,
Right.
But yeah.
What are y'all watching right now on
I was, you know what I'm about to
Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime?
Just
any?
finished Watchmen. Thank you, Sasha.
I'm going to start it.
Jasmine tried. She did. She really did
It's
try.
weird.
I watched.
It's so
I
weird.
watched it each episode up to date twice. I'm saying 3 twice. It's just. It ain't for me. Like I get it, but it's
Really?
it ain't. I understand everything. So I just it ain't for me.
It does come
a lot of
together.
shit pulled together. It's
It should not take that many episodes for me to understand,
Bro,
y'all.
the first 4, I tell everybody, the first 4 episodes you will be confused as fuck.
I was still confused at the last episode.
You get to
but
that,
it was
no,
good.
you get to that 5th episode, they tried to sit there and, yeah, it's 5 before they tried
Shit,
to
you don't
watch
understand.
5 hours.
I was sitting here like from when the sun came up watching it, and I kept calling Sasha like, "What this mean? What the fuck is going on? I understand this
I was
part, this
coaching
and
her through
that."
it.
And
She's
you know,
like,
sometimes
yes.
shit go over my head.
Sasha was
so
like, you
I'm the
gotta-
type of person
yes.
I really have to
Sasha's
pay
like, you gotta
attention
pay
to a
attention
show.
to this and that. I finish it and I'm like, all right, let me go back. And usually if I don't understand something, I'll watch it like, say it's 5 episodes,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
go 1 through 5 and I'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to see if I like, if
I'm
I'm really,
not
I don't have
If
if I'm
time.
really interested interested in it, then I'll do that. Like
I rewind, but I won't.
Especially
watching
because watching
it
it
for
like
her
that.
If I had a husband in the show, I watched it for him.
Oh yeah.
Who's
Is that the guy from
I
Black
learned
Mirror?
his name.
Um,
Yeah, the
Jimmy
guy
Kimmel.
from Black Mirror.
His name is
Her
Yana.
No,
Yana
the guy,
something.
Yana whatever.
He's
He's
so
so
damn fine.
She watched it for him because he's sexy as hell.
He was in that episode of Black Mirror.
With
You gotta watch that episode.
I saw the
didn't see that episode?
video
video
game.
game.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I started it, but
You
I
didn't
haven't
finish
finished it.
it?
I saw it. It was pretty weird.
It was
I fell
weird,
asleep.
but he
fell
was
asleep.
fine. Okay, so we all finished you? No?
Oh,
Yes.
I guess.
I finished you.
I'm
We
not
all
watching
finished.
the next
Yeah,
season.
you are.
No, I'm not.
They're
That
gonna
shit
they
is
gonna
done.
they
You might
gonna
not
they
watch
gonna
it.
have
Very
a
quickly
killer
watch the
kid.
show.
It's so, huh?
You gonna have a killer kid? Like your son's gonna be a kid's gonna
They
be a
are.
killer?
It's gonna turn into Chucky.
No,
or
it's
something.
Some
gonna be
shit.
something with the motherfucking
The neighbor.
I don't know if he's gonna fuck the neighbor, but I think they're gonna put the
Like you
premise
got
on it.
everything you wanted. What are you
And,
doing? What are you doing?
all
People like that are never satisfied.
All
I
men
know, but I
Sasha.
tried to humanize him for a second. I was
That
like, okay,
show.
he wants love. You know, the
We
last
gave that
guy
white
broke
man a
his
lot
heart.
of excuses. We gave him a lot of
But
excuses.
all me and
Yeah,
Sasha
I
want to
don't
know
know.
is how did he get that box in the goddamn store?
He
Right!
took that shit piece by piece.
Yeah,
But
he
like,
did, bro.
so nobody
Nobody
goes
saw.
to like storage?
It's
Like,
just
what the
nobody
fuck?
else
Nobody
got
goes to
that
that
storage.
storage unit.
Nobody.
It's
Ridiculous.
a small town.
Mind
That
you.
bitch is screaming it. Oh yeah, it's soundproof.
It's soundproof.
And then
You see the
did y'all
pattern in the
notice?
background?
Did y'all notice that when the girl Love when she found out where he was or whatever, she just opened up the storage. She didn't have no key.
Right. No, she stole the key.
Oh, she did. She stole the key.
She went through his house
Wasn't
and
no
she
key.
took the key from the thing.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. Because I was like, wait a minute.
They was
The fact
showing
that
shit
her
too
ass
fast.
was sitting there reading fucking books and she wasn't scared about.
Wait,
seeing
no,
that
but
big
she
ass
locked
thing.
herself in. She
Yeah.
closed the door.
Yeah.
She loved
She
it.
wanted to be one.
something.
When I knew
She said,
when he was
I
trying to
was
figure it out,
proud
I knew
of
she
what you
did
done.
it. I knew she killed him because I knew the brother didn't, and I know he didn't. I knew it was
Yeah.
her
Oh, yeah, I know it was
crazy
her.
ass.
Because if he
I know
had
it's her.
killed Delilah, we would have known off bat.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have did all of that tiptoeing
It would have
around
been like
it.
some Peaches shit. Like he never hides when he kills somebody, but he
Yeah.
always justifies why he does it.
Either
Like,
they get him
Delilah,
angry.
he didn't do that shit. And he was highly remorseful. Every
Yeah.
time that he killed somebody, he was never remorseful. He always had an
Yeah.
excuse for why he had to kill them.
Exactly.
But
Delilah,
Delilah, I knew he
he
didn't
wanted
do
to
it.
save.
And I knew it
He
was a
didn't even
40
wanna
because
kill
he's
her.
stupid as fuck.
40 was obnoxious.
40 was funny as
But he
fuck.
wasn't that dumb.
I'm
wasn't
just trying
that
to figure
dumb
out
at
how
all.
he came
Wasn't that
full
dumb.
circle at the end. Like, oh my
Because
god.
it was,
like,
no, yeah,
Was it
wasn't it
Candace?
Candace?
It was
That
Candace.
kind of like
Fucking
opened
is
the
bad.
light.
Candace did. Candace opened up a
Yeah.
whole
And she went
lot.
to go,
Yeah.
and they went to go see Dr. Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Nikki
Free
said,
Dr.
fuck
Nikki,
y'all.
yo, yeah.
I'm staying in jail.
Yeah, Nikki said, I like this
That's
one
what
Meals
I
on
said.
Wheels
She's
You're
type
not
food.
gonna
I
gonna kill
deserve
me.
this.
Yeah.
He's like, I got 3 meals a day. Like, I'm not worried about
Listen,
shit.
I ain't killed back, but I wasn't perfect, so hey,
Mm.
keep me in here. I don't
That's
give
a
a
whole
fuck.
nother level of growth. I
They
don't know.
dragged them last couple episodes.
Yeah.
They
I'm like,
did.
yo, I don't
Oh
even
my
remember what
God.
happened in the first half.
Taking so long to shoot the nigga in the head. I'm like, is he gonna die or not?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna watch. Of course, I'm gonna watch next season. But the shit that came out of social
Whatever.
media was funny as hell.
Yes,
Hell
it was
yeah.
funny.
That was fun to
Those
have a
little quotes.
psychotic boyfriend.
No, see, that's not ever fun. I don't know
Hell
what the fuck
no.
they doing with
Some
that.
girls actually want psychotic
No.
girlfriend.
No, thank
I mean
you.
boyfriend.
They
Boy,
want that
because
type of
that
jealousy.
crazy shit. I don't want that shit because
Keep it
that
going.
shit turn into some physical shit and then turn into fucking death. And I ain't got time
Why do you want
Exactly.
somebody so obsessed with you that they cannot function
without
on a
you.
normal level?
No.
That's
I know.
ridiculous.
That's unhealthy.
Fuck.
That's a
No.
whole nother. That's a whole nother topic.
Raising Dion got for season 2. I'm not gonna watch it. That little badass boy
didn't
pissed
watch
me
I
it.
off.
couldn't get with that shit. Sasha was watching it, and I got
I
And
didn't
I
She
will
pissed me
never
off.
finish it because that little boy is annoying.
He's
He need a
bad.
slap. I'm sorry.
The worst part was when the mom told him don't climb the tree, and you climb the tree, you get
fucking
stuck,
tree.
and you have an asthma attack, and your poor mom gotta go get the ladder. That just pissed me
I didn't even
off.
see all
Your
of
daddy
that.
dead. You ain't got no parental help with your ass, and you don't want to listen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very,
But
very frustrating.
you know, Raising Dion had some controversy because they were supposed to. That show originally was supposed to be like a dark skinned cast.
Yep, and they
And they
got a
switched
fair
it.
skinned
Cast
girl.
a fair skinned girl, fair skinned child, and like a lot of people were like, "This is not
Why
what the
did
book
it?
or it's based off of like a book or a comic or something like that."
Yeah.
And this
Oh,
is
he's
not what it
considered fair
portrays.
skinned?
Well, you know what I mean.
I just feel
They
like
just made it way.
Oh,
They made it more TV friendly, as they like to call
Mhm.
it, as opposed to what it's supposed to be. So a lot of people said they weren't watching it because of that.
I just
a lot
feel
of
like
people
when
liked it, though.
things are already made, don't try to switch it up. Like, for example, like Harriet Tubman, they got a person of her skin tone to do the role. Like,
did y'all see that?
if they were to do Harriet Tubman and make her light skin, like that would be
Oh,
a
hell
problem.
no.
So it's like, if you know what someone's supposed to look like,
Don't
if they were
fuck it
described in a book, if they were described in something, but you just and you're trying to bring it to life in a show, just keep it the way it's supposed to be, the way they actually describe the person. That's like making a blonde, a brunette. Like, no, cast the person right, or people aren't gonna want to watch it.
They do it for viewership and friendliness because they think on an aspect you don't have dark skinned actresses and actors.
Oh, please.
Just like how there are actors with Jamaican accents.
Oh my. It's a struggle to sit through something. You know damn well that person is full blown American.
That's why I couldn't get through Top Boy because
Top Boy.
That's why I cannot get through it.
It's like a London-based show.
But
They
most
took it
things
off and they said it was good, and then they brought it back to Netflix. And everybody says it's so good.
those accents are trash.
The accents are so fucking bad. It's
bad.
hard to get through. The storyline I can see where, and that's another show that took a little time to get where it's supposed to go.
What's that Superman show? And they had the
Oh, the shit Brienne made me watch.
What shit?
Luke Cage.
Yeah, but then she stopped.
said Luke Cage was
I
bad.
was watching Luke Cage.
Y'all finished Luke Cage.
Not
Luke
me.
Cage was
No,
trash.
I did not finish that second season.
With
It
the
was
Jamaican-
terrible.
when
I
they were
think y'all
Jamaican?
finished
Yes.
the first season.
Yes,
Y'all
that's-
finished the first one. I didn't touch it.
Yeah.
And I don't know
finished
why
it.
I sat there and did the
It was
second
bad.
season.
It was bad.
Who
It
the
was
fuck
really
made me
bad.
watch Luke Cage? I'm not talking to them anymore.
What else? So I started 90 Day Fiance.
Oh yeah, I love 90 Day Fiancé.
She's obsessed with 90 Day
What
Fiancé.
season are you on?
I've started from the very
Oh,
beginning.
I'm on season 5 right now.
And I'm already
On Hulu,
frustrated.
They only got like 3 seasons.
How?
I don't know.
I'm on season 5 on Hulu.
On Hulu?
Yeah.
Yeah, who
I'm on season
Check what you
5.
paying for.
Somebody
I
who
just
is
got the
restricted.
updated package so I could watch it without commercials.
I'm on season 5.
Or maybe.
Hell no.
But it's
We
just,
should
you
pour it in like
know,
a regular cup.
I want to get to the point where I really know if these people genuinely love each other. I already could tell.
They don't. Some.
They do.
If
They
y'all,
don't.
if y'all were watching 90 Day Fiancé when you're fun, please when you're finished, please watch Married at First Sight.
Oh
that's
my
my
god,
shit.
that's her
Oh,
shit too.
girl, I
She
love
loves
it.
all these
So my-
fucking
I'll
shit.
get married by 35. I'm going.
I
to
told my
marry
friend that.
by
My
35.
homegirl, her friend from high school is on there.
Oh
On
my
Married at First Sight.
gosh.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
And I said, if this literally the last thing, like if I literally have no man, no child, I will go Married at First Sight.
Temptation
It's going
Island.
Temptation
Temptation
Island.
Island. I started watching that.
It's so
Catch me.
good. I don't do reality TV. I watch
Temptation
that whole
Island is
shit.
so lit.
Would you go on X on the Beach? Would you be in the
What
house
is-
with your ex?
What is?
That's on MTV. It's kind of like Temptation Island, but it's like
Do you
it's
get to
kind of
pick
better.
the X?
No.
I don't
It's gonna
really
be your
have
most
one real
controversial
ex.
ex.
Your
Why
most
not?
controversial.
You gotta be your most
Why
controversial.
not?
I'll go
I would
on it.
go.
I don't hate them.
Yeah, there's no bad blood. I would go. But
I
it's
got
like,
no
what
ex.
is the expectation? They want you.
I ain't got no ex. I ain't doing.
Your
like
ex, anybody you
actually-
talked with.
I'll go.
Bitch.
Okay.
That makes the
I'll
list
get
a
that
lot
nigga some
larger.
ass.
But not like talk,
Because
like not like.
moved
I
on.
mean like talk. Not
You gonna
like.
leave me the fuck alone. I know I'm not reconciliation is not an
So
option.
with X on the Beach, they're in the house together.
Mhm.
It's just
Yeah.
a house.
It's a
One
house.
house and
Yeah,
it's
one
Temptation
house.
Island, they split the
But it's a
house
whole
up.
bunch of people.
Yeah.
But it's like.
Oh.
So like it's 6 of us, and then all our
So
sister
they
our
all
exes
trying
are
to
there.
find love too?
But it can happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's some weird shit.
It's weird
Oh,
shit.
look at him. There's other
Yeah.
people in the house.
We
That's
know
what
it's
I'm
all famous like reality TV people on there, so you know it's some type of drama.
But niggas switch up when the camera's on, so
Yeah, to make it
That's
juicy.
true.
it's true. It's true.
Temptation
Temptation Island. I'm sure some of those couples weren't like that off camera.
Shit would not have gone down to Temptation Island if they had all of them in the same house.
It would have been crazy.
They would have locked
Split it up.
themselves in.
First of all,
That shit
Ashley
was
would have
wild.
beat everybody up. But
Don't
to me,
look at
Ashley
Rick.
seemed like she allowed to
Sasha?
talk.
Don't look at Rick. She's an idiot.
Rick was good.
Anyway,
Could
what
you be on
else?
reality TV?
Yeah.
I could.
I could.
I've always wanted to.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
He's on the show.
It's like, why not? I've always wanted to do Real World, and I've
Yeah,
always
me
wanted
too.
to do
Bad,
College
I always
Town.
want to do Bad Girls Club and
I'm
College
not
Town.
ratchet enough for
wanted
Bad
to do
Girls
Bad
Club.
I would be the
I
quiet
signed
girl
up.
on Bad Girls.
I'm
I
the
wanna
kind
fight.
of girl you really
I
gotta
will
like.
not think for
I
Bad Girls
fuck
really
with
Club.
me.
her.
when it was like, okay, you go in there, you're supposed to rehabilitate yourself. I like the story.
Oh,
that's never no rehab shit.
Oh, yeah.
It was never rehab.
That's what Bad Girls Club was. It was girls that were bad, and they went to switch around.
I think that started. The therapy started with the twins, Danielle and Gabby. I think that's
and then
they started getting therapy.
And then they just started throwing people's shit in the pool, and I'm like, nobody touching my stuff.
See, that's when I got because I'm not about to come there with my belongings and start throwing my shit in the pool. Putting dirty pads and that's when it got to be too much.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I would be on Real World.
College Hill wanted to do Real World and College Hill.
Love After Lockup.
Road World.
No, that's not what I
I'm
want.
not fit enough.
Son, you know how many times my homegirl Leah tried to make us watch Love After Love? And we watched it one Sunday.
People got pen pals in jail?
No.
Oh,
first of all, I just seen this picture on Twitter when this girl posted her prison babe pen pal. I'm all for it. He look good as shit.
I believe it.
Nigga.
I believe it.
Nigga.
Santonia Brown, isn't that how she got her husband?
He's not cute. He's a clown.
Was he a football player?
He said he was a gospel artist turned.
But then he beat up that. We ain't gonna do it.
But then he had a song with Pretty Ricky, so I'm not sure.
You'd be surprised how many people just got out of jail. You go to the gym late at night.
Yeah.
They all in that little corner just lifting them weights, and you could tell they've been in a pen before. I'm serious. No, they're all in that one corner in the gym that we go.
Brienne said she'll be on.
I don't want them if he don't work out in the
love
park.
that show.
I like the niggas that work out in the playground, on the monkey bars.
See,
I like that.
What
Hood
monkey
workout.
bars she's seeing people work out.
They do
on.
mad calisthenics.
Pull up,
Pull up. Y'all niggas do calisthenics.
And they be balancing on the little things. They legs be up in the
They don't
air.
do no cardio. They do all calisthenics.
Can't run to save their life.
They be niggas in the gym talking about some eat.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like, all right. You mad loud.
What's gym etiquette, y'all?
Gym etiquette is not dropping them fucking weights on the floor. That shit pisses me off.
How do y'all feel about people that grunt mad about
If you need to there's certain ones that do too much, but it depends.
I'm already eyeing you across the gym, then I hear you grunting in the corner. Oh, I'm
you know what I had? Stop
fucking She's like, ooh.
Everything sounds
Some people take it too far.
To my deadlifts over there. No, some people are just like, there's this one guy, he's been in the gym since I started a couple years ago, and he's always in there just yelling. I don't see him anymore, but he used to be in there just yelling like, ugh, and then he would drop the weight, and I would just be like, why? It's unnecessary.
I guess it's an emotion to feel.
No, he wanted to be seen.
That's how he controls his Tourette's.
It's not Tourette's.
That's an extreme.
Maybe.
That's an extreme.
No, I think he was being extra. But yeah, what else?
Don't fucking stare at me. I hate that.
People stare.
I hate that.
Or wait for you to finish your motherfucking reps.
You know that.
Go to another
that's
machine.
the rule.
I would never stand in front of somebody while they're doing their reps and wait for them to finish.
Yes, I hate that. I hate that.
That shit is annoying as hell. Move to another
Staring
machine.
at you to wait for you to finish your reps.
I'm on the leg
get
press.
on.
I'm on the leg press. You
staring.
staring at me is not gonna make me finish. It's not. I'm gonna take my time.
What else?
I still question a full face of makeup at the gym.
Oh, girl.
Like a wig.
It's like, why are you there?
I can't say
A
why
wig
you
I
there.
can understand.
A wig, yeah.
Sometimes you just don't want to come outside in cornrows.
Lashes, yeah, because sometimes if my strips are on really good and I can't, I'm not taking them off.
Yeah, and some people sew down their wig. They can't just take it off like that. But
I have a friend that has a gym wig. I won't say her name.
Yeah.
She got a gym wig. She has a wig
I
for gym.
yeah,
I went to the gym with Keema when we used to go to New York Sports Club, and she was helping me with crunches. And I was sitting there.
Oh my
God!
The last time you ever wore a
And
wig?
you know you gotta stand behind the person. And she
Yeah.
stepped on
Oh,
my
yeah,
feet.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I got the most
Oh
leverage
my
from my core.
And she stepped on you.
She stepped. I guess she stepped
Oh,
a
you
little
came
too
up,
forward. I came up with that motherfucker.
And your wig
did
came
not
up?
come up with me, and that shit. There's a
Oh.
lot.
Sasha got bad luck in the gym.
Oh my God,
Oh,
y'all.
my God.
Okay, story time. Story
This is
time.
never supposed to come up.
Story time.
Story time.
She sings with me. Sasha hates when I sing.
She told Shahadi not to sing on her way here.
Right, I'm like, I can't not do
I
that
love
in life.
it. Yes, Shani.
So we're in the gym, we're on the treadmill. Make a long story short, I told her to get off her phone or just pay attention to what she was doing.
She was in a
we
weekend crew group chat. She was.
We were
we were playing an event.
That fucking group chat was always lit.
We were
So
playing an event.
We sitting there, we're doing sprint intervals. You hop on, you sprint for a minute, and you hop on.
We're doing hit.
She goes to hop back on, and she going to put her phone back, and she just went down. She just went down, and my headphones were on.
I wish I was there.
My headphones were on, and all I heard was, "Oh no, ow, 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 ow." And I looked back, and the guy to the right of us was sprinting too, but he was on a steady pace. And he was just like, "Oh shit!" And he kept running.
What I really appreciate, and why I won't leave LA Fitness, is everybody. They love. I appreciate that.
They minded their business, and that's why.
I went to the gym for a good 3 months after that, and then I stopped.
yeah.
I just stopped.
She got a little scab, it's still there, but
Yeah.
that's why I have to pay attention.
They look, and they just kept their workout going on their treadmill. I'm so glad it wasn't business.
She kept this with me for a long time until I came. I was in Maryland. I came to the house, and I was like, Sasha, I was like, what happened? Because I'm like, what happened to your knee? And she was like, girl. And I'm like, just like, tell me. And she was like, girl. I'm like, what? She was like, I was at the gym and I just fell out. I just fell out laughing.
Something always happening to you.
But no, the things that happen to me are the things that you think about or you dream about or you see, and you don't imagine that it happens to anybody. It's gonna happen to me. Like, it was Friday and I was walking up the sidewalk and I wasn't watching where I was going. I tripped and my whole head wrap, my turban just came off. In the middle of Washington Street in Newark, it just came off.
And you had Uggs on?
No, I had my
Uggs do make you trim.
Listen, Uggs are dangerous.
Uggs and the Nike slides. Uggs and the Nike slides.
Nike slides are just
I
Hell
can't
yeah.
crazy in them all with my
Yeah.
Uggs.
Those Uggs, you be smiling at someone saying good morning. You just go forward.
Yeah.
That shit is not okay. Oh my gosh.
Anyway, let's
Yes,
get into
yes.
some more serious things. Did y'all hear about the Ari Lennox controversy that happened this week? Because that's honestly our only celeb news that we have.
Give us some backstory.
I
Even
just saw
though
the
we pretty
beginning.
much
I didn't
know.
see her go off. I just saw the beginning of someone calling
It was
her.
a tweet on Twitter.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jazz.
From a boy, and I don't, you know the words exactly. I just know that he said that it's basically females that look like Tiana Taylor and Ari Lennox that look like Rottweilers, basically like know how to shadow their looks by, dress, how to dress and stuff like that or whatever.
That's so ignorant.
So after that, Twitter was in an uproar. Okay, go ahead. What's it
He
say?
was like, I don't even want to plug his shit.
Don't plug him.
Don't plug him.
He was like, Ari Lennox and Tiana Taylor's ability to have dangerously high sex appeal while simultaneously looking like Rottweilers will always amaze me.
Rottweilers are cute though.
Tiana Taylor
I
would
always
rock
wanna
his
rock
shit. I hope he knows that.
And Tiana Taylor, I think
She
hears
rarely
about
said
it all the time.
anything.
She
She rarely
Cause
said
she's-
anything.
cause
Ari
she's
Lennox
gotten
said
that
something
her
and
whole life.
She agreed, and she kept it moving because it's like at the end of the day, I got a man.
People have been calling Tiana Taylor a dog since Sweet 16.
Or saying
They
her
always
face
say her
is
face is
strong,
masculine.
or she's manly.
Ari Lennox is still kind of new, even though
Girl,
she
don't,
knows.
don't say that, girl. She will cut your ass up if you
No,
say
no,
she
no,
will.
no. But no, she
she
knows.
has 9 years.
Girl, don't say
She
this.
has been around for a while.
All
But
right.
as far as
like
people
it.
talking shit about her, she's just coming to the limelight with
Yeah.
people like, ooh, I like her music.
We're
Who's this
actually
girl?
paying attention.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like the OGs know her. Like we've been listening to her music for a while, but now that she's at the forefront, now people are having
She
more
got
to
the
say
trolls.
about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's having more trolls. So, she's a little more sensitive to
And
it.
because
but
she is the celebrity that's going to go on Twitter, is going to go on Instagram
Mhm.
Live,
Live.
She's not gonna keep quiet.
She
Into
feels
it.
they're going to come for her even more.
she's not gonna be quiet.
So she
No.
sat there and she was like, "People hate blackness so bad." And then she went on her live and she was crying. And
Was
ranting.
it a white
a
guy?
Black guy, of course.
She was like,
Oh,
And then that just
what
fuels
is
the
shame?
conversation of
Yes.
black men.
Black
Don't
men
like-
don't love
like
black
black
women.
women.
Black men don't show up for black women.
Some.
It's just-
She blamed
So-
black parents. She said she put a PSA out to black parents to
love your
children and teach them how to show love to other people.
But she's right
Because this
though.
is this
That's
these
how
are
many
the results
insults
you
have
get.
your parents thrown at you throughout your life?
Mhm.
We're gonna get into that.
Oh God.
We're gonna get into that.
Well, I've been blessed. I have my mom. No, for real, my mom's never insulted me.
Aw.
She
That's good.
no,
That's
like
good.
physically, my mom has never she's never insulted me. Had she said you want me to beat your ass? Yeah, that. But she's
a nice
never.
little threat. I like that.
But my mom like, me and my mom have like we've gone blow to blow. Don't get me wrong. Like me and my mom have like thrown punches at each other. But she's never like that. Of course, that's like when I was older. But she's never called me like fat. She's never. My mom, I've been blessed. Like she's never done that. So
that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
My mother, I love you, mommy. My mother will not, because she'll insult you, but not even see it as an insult. Like it's just something. That's how she grew up. That's their upbringing. Like they're used to saying, "Oh, you got so big and fat," and it's like it's just I don't know. It's a Caribbean thing or like just a black people thing.
There's a certain amount of insensitivity
it's not okay.
that comes out in the words of Caribbean people because
Mm-hmm.
they don't believe that words hurt. They believe it builds character.
And then when you feel some type of a way about it, they get upset or they're
You're
like,
too
"Why
sensitive.
are you too sensitive?" Like I don't know. I guess that's where me and my mother butt heads because I'm very sensitive and she's very insensitive. But it is what it is.
My grandfather would tell me. My grandfather would tell me
we talk about parents. Oh
age.
Lord.
I don't want to
That's
talk
a
about
real-
parents.
My grandfather, he don't like nothing but my natural hair. If I come with any kind
like the
of,
wigs?
he don't like braids. He don't like nothing. He'll be. Oh, he
old school. That's perfect.
when I had my red bob, he was like you like Lil' Kim on a bad day, and I'm like, you know what?
Oh, he got insults.
I be like, my mom be like, Dad, like
That was a good one though.
just tell her you don't like her hair. I just be like, and it means so much. That's my granddad. So it means so much to him. And I just be like,
Like good one.
I agree.
like,
like, yo,
damn.
touche.
And that shit is at the bottom of the bed.
Touche, old nigga. Touche.
You never putting it on me.
No, because granddad.
I
do like it too.
That wig was cute.
He just like, and he just likes my natural hair. He don't like.
Yeah.
And that's some people's
Come
preference.
do this natural hair.
Exactly.
Come
It's
get
not-
me
Yeah, because natural hair is not.
And I said that, and he was like, hey, shampoo and conditioner. I'm like, you know what?
It's not that simple.
Yeah.
You shampoo and condition that shit right here.
That's
You
not
got to
even the first
detangle
That's how
it.
he want to see it.
That's not even the first step. That's like half of like 6
You got to
steps.
detangle before you shampoo and condition.
Pre-poop. Some people got to pre-poop. This all this kind
I'm
of
not
stuff.
gonna get into the natural hair
Lil' Kim on a
community.
bad day. Yeah.
But speaking of preferences, do you believe that we gotta go back to the Ari Lennox thing, like on the aspect of like black men commenting, like and just people in general commenting on black women's features, physically, their appearance, and in that type of negative light? Like, where do you guys stand with it? What do you guys mostly see?
I hate to bring it back to music, but it's in the music too. And I'm not saying that's where people get it from, but I forgot what the song
Social
said.
media.
It said they're just so quick to put a 1 out of 10 scale on women. And I know we look at men too and judge them by their looks sometimes, or we're like, okay, he's cute or he's not my type. But the way that they analyze every single
She a
thing with
bad bitch
women.
with a fat ass, flat stomach, Chanel
She's a 2 in the face, but a 7 in the
Yeah.
ass. That's what the song said. And I was just like, God damn, this is a bop. But it's like, that is so sad that he has to, like, and I will never forget, I was in high school one time. I'm not trying to get personal, but it's just these are the things that I think back to. Like, I was in high school one time, and it was me and a friend at the lunch table. My friend was like petite, light skinned, and I was there. You can see me. But they basically was like, if I could have her face and then Shaheni's body. And I will never forget that comment because I'm just like, God damn, I'm ugly. But then,
and what grade was that?
That was sophomore year of high school.
That shit starts even younger. I remember.
It's crazy.
4th grade. This guy was like, "Oh, this the kind of girl you fucked, but this the kind you marry." In 4th grade,
like what?
How old are you in 4th grade? 12?
Oh my God, no.
And you can tell some of them are saying it to fit in, but some of them were dead ass serious.
Yeah. 11, 12, that's
from somewhere.
12 is like 7th grade. Going into 8th grade? I don't know. It might be different.
It starts from there. So it's like they grow up. You grow up hearing stuff like this, and it's like, well,
no one's correcting you.
No one, and everyone agrees. So imagine me with that feeling of, all right, it's just my body now, like
because it's society.
My face means that.
I'm telling y'all, if social media never existed, we wouldn't be seeing all these bodies like this.
I believe that.
Nope.
Like people enhancing their bodies?
Enhancing like this, like at this rapid rate.
And it's extreme rate.
I mean, of course, like I feel like before social media got popping, of course we heard about girls getting like tummy tucks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Botox, but it was so like it was so basic. But now it's just so extreme.
It's that look.
It's the look. Everybody's body looks the fucking same, and I'm like, for like
plastic surgeons say the number one people that people come in and say they want to look like are fucking Kim Kardashian, Nicki Minaj, and even like fucking Bernice. They want that body.
Yeah,
that's what they want. They come in with pictures of these women and say, "Make me look like this."
Because at the end of the day, like body dysmorphia has always existed. Yeah, but I feel like now it's like they have someone to choose to look like. Whereas before it was like, oh, I just don't like my nose. Let me do my nose. Now it's like, oh, well, while I'm at it, let me just do my ass, my titties, my everything. But it goes way back. It's sad, but listen, Ari, you're beautiful, and then your music is popping.
And then mixing colorism into that equation, and you got a whole other fucking monster.
Exactly.
Because I remember in high school, I don't remember the first time I experienced, what was that? The first time I experienced colorism was maybe in 5th grade on the playground.
I was in first grade.
Recess, and somebody was like, something about blah, 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 black ass, and you black as hell. And before that, I had never heard any type of insult with my skin color. Even in the like how we sit here and we were just talking about how Caribbean families put a lot on colorism. It was never expressed. It was only expressed towards maybe about one aunt. She had a color complex.
Yeah, she
was
did.
Always
one of our aunts.
To this day, rest her soul, she's deceased. She's my favorite aunt.
Exactly.
But she had complexes about weight and about color. You could not be fat and you could not be
dark. And she was dark.
She was both.
That is the problem.
and it was
they hate themselves to a certain extent.
Light skin side of the family got treated better. They got better opportunities.
So they grow up and they hate how they look and they hate people that look like them.
But I never, even in my family, even with like as much as my mother would insult about weight, this, that, and the third, she has never came out and said anything about skin tone.
Yeah, no.
That was an issue. That was an issue in our household. But I remember growing like I had a nigga even tell me one time like if you were light skinned, you'd be my type. The fuck is that supposed to be?
Yeah.
Because if you're attracted to me, you're attracted to me.
And sometimes I be thinking like sometimes like when I heard this boy say that, and I'm just looking like you. Like honestly, like sometimes you
just don't have the words.
It's just
you don't have them.
And you can tell like how like I'm gonna give you an example. Me and Ariel, my friend, she's high yellow.
Oh yeah.
Me and her went to Miami, but it might have been colorism on my end because when it came to me, like those like the guys shunned me. Because of my complexion.
And y'all not that far off.
But her, because she was a red but not yellow, it was like all hell. And like they like treated me like I was shit. And I'm like, oh no, like this is not like this ain't it. Even my brother, he's y'all complexion. And he told my mom like last year that he didn't like his skin complexion for a long time. Yeah. My mom's like, Bobby, I'm gonna beat everybody's ass. But that's why, like, I tell him all the time, like, that he's so cute because he's handsome. Like, my baby is handsome as hell. So it's like, I'm just like,
he legal as hell.
And that's just sad because it's boys too, like it's guys too, like their skin complexion. I was like, I wish I would have known that when that was happening because I would have. Black is beautiful all the way around.
There's nothing nobody can say about my skin complexion that I like that will offend me. There's certain things that I have insecurities about. That's not one of them. Like I'm so into just the darkness of my skin tone, and I don't know because I just have like a thing about dark skin tones that I just find them absolutely appealing.
Beautiful.
On that level where it's like my skin tone, I love it. It's like, but I understand the insecurities of like, damn, like, well, maybe if I was just a little lighter, or I've had those thoughts, they've never dwelled and they've never stayed, but I can understand somebody darker than me, or even a girl who's lighter than me and thinking because she hears it all the time, you're not beautiful because of that. You're ugly because of that. Compare you to a fucking Rottweiler.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh, but that's just it's just barbaric.
Because of your features of having strong features and your skin tone. that shit, even if that's
And
your
if she wasn't gonna
preference.
change her nose or anything that related to a Rottweiler, they judge her for that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She is a
Look at what's her name?
Seven
Dawn.
Street.
Seven Streeter got surgery.
Her whole face is
Yes,
different.
It's different.
Dawn is
And
a
it's because
completely
years
different
in the
woman,
industry, people
and she
have
looked
said
fine.
her bottom half of her face is not cute, so now she has surgery, and you can tell she did something. Like
See,
society
and
likes
then-
her.
then you can see the enhancement, and
And
it's
it doesn't
like
matter
it's
because
not an enhancement.
It's not because you make bomb ass music. We're here for the fucking music, bro.
But
You're
she
a
doesn't
talented
make
But
Exactly.
society and the
Exactly.
industry.
society, and then you can't. And then to a certain extent, you can't put blame on. You can. Okay, let me take that back. You can always put blame on somebody for their fucking ignorance, but society sits here and tells you gotta be a certain skin tone, you gotta be a certain size, you gotta be a certain look, this, that, and third. So people think, okay, but this is what I'm supposed to be attracted to. This is what I'm supposed to like. They hide what they truly like. They don't let their preferences show, or they try to sit there and be offensive to be fucking funny. And I'm talking about some Ari Lennox is doing the most because she's sitting there crying on live. No, your comment was
She's
hurtful.
human.
She's
Yeah.
human as fuck, no
Yeah.
matter how much money she has.
Exactly.
So she's gonna express that. And the fact that other celebrities have been dogged for years, and they don't say nothing about it. Look at like case in point, look at Little Kim. She was fucking amazing.
She
She went.
She was fucking amazing. Look at what society made her do to herself.
yeah.
That should be
One
sad.
of her nose jobs was because she was being abused, though.
Yeah.
Something
A
so.
lot of her work, they said, was because of domestic violence.
But she went from she went from Shani to Brienne. Like, no bullshit. Her complexion, I swear, lighter than Brienne. I swear to God.
Exactly.
Like, she
that
ain't
had
got
nothing to
abuse.
do with domestic
But
violence.
I think it was it had to be the industry.
Yeah.
And my mom always say she was like, Lil Kim was so pretty. Like, she was gorgeous. Like,
Those hype
now her
pictures
nose
back
is
in the
this.
day.
Her nose is this small. Like,
It's ridiculous.
Non-existent.
it's
It
just
starts with your upbringing and family, because
her cheek
in the home, she's like,
Words matter.
words really
They
fucking
sure
matter.
Words matter.
And
People say words don't
sticks and
hurt.
stones don't
They-
break your
they-
bones.
it's
Words
true.
never hurt me.
That's
That
a
is the
fucking
biggest
lie.
lie we have ever been
Why
told.
would that's the biggest lie to read. That's the biggest lie
Yeah,
growing
it's
up.
so
Why
terrible
tell us that?
saying.
A lot of
Yes,
things
that
are
was
stupid.
yes.
That was a really bad saying. Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love yourself. Fuck all these people that say what they gotta say.
Honestly.
But going into our main topic, I have a question for y'all.
I'm nervous.
It's not bad. What have you learned as an adult that you wish your parents would have taught you? Simple.
Credit.
Right? Listen.
I think I taught myself credit before I could even mess it up.
That's
To the
good.
point
That
where
is a
people-
beautiful.
All my mom
fucking
can say,
thing.
don't get a credit card. Okay, why?
Yeah. Oh, you don't get a
That's
credit
gonna
card.
make you
What the
wanna get it.
hell?
Okay, why not? But yeah, credit. I wish credit was like instilled in me from like credit. I wish you would tell me that. That's it.
Damn, I'm thinking.
School.
Financial literacy is mine.
Yep.
Paving your own path.
Yeah.
I wish that would have been taught to me. Financial literacy.
Yeah.
Literally building and budgeting and making sense of your pocket and knowing when to spend, how to budget it out. Regardless of me having a rebellious mindset and having to make mistakes, I wish that would have been taught, because a lot of it was just like, okay, we'll just do it. We'll see what happens. Even to this day, like, my father has a mentality that credit don't mean nothing to you because
Yeah.
you're 60-something
Especially
years
'cause he's
old.
They
older
always say
now.
you can have $1 million in the bank, but if you ain't got credit, you can't do
That's
shit.
yours.
Cash don't mean shit.
Because you're going to get audited and taxed on everything, and they're going to be watching where the fuck you get this money
Exactly.
from.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got good credit, ain't nobody's questioning you.
So even a few job applications, a lot of jobs do credit check on you.
A lot of jobs
Oh,
do
yeah.
that. You want to
Yeah.
make sure you're not going to steal from the fucking company.
That's true. That's true.
That's some real shit.
One thing I wish I was taught by my parents is just to take more time to figure out what you want to do. Like, I think having foreign parents, it's just middle school, high school, you have to go to college. You have
Get
to.
your shit
You
together
have
right
to know what
after.
you want to do. You have to make a decision. You have to get a job right after. Excuse me. As opposed to saying, you know what? If you don't know what you want to do, go to community college. Take the basics and take your time to figure out what you really feel passionate about. And you know what? You don't even have to have a passion.
Yeah,
just figure out what you enjoy.
Figure out what the fuck
And
you're
you
good
can
at.
do that on the side, and then figure out what you like
gonna
doing just to
fund
make your money.
life.
Exactly.
My mom told my brother that because she said, "You're not about to waste my fucking money."
Exactly.
So he's at community college right now, working, doing his thing. You figure out what you want to do.
That's
She was
the
like,
best
"I'm not
thing.
pressing you to go to college. I'm not pressing you
Exactly.
because that
And I'm
shit's
not
fucking
blaming
money."
anyone for my decisions that I
Right.
have made, but I feel like, no offense, I'd have less debt.
Yep.
I'd have a little less stress. Like, it's just those little things. Like, if I was allotted time to be like, you know what, let me go to ECC. I don't care who I see. I'm gonna see people I graduated with. It was the shame in going to community college as opposed to a 4-year college that you know damn well you can't afford.
Yeah.
So it's like, I wish I was taught, you know what, we're gonna take you here, and in the long run, you're gonna see that the financial hardship doesn't have to play a part in college.
Because I do know a lot of people that went to college. I went to school with. They're not in their field.
Yeah.
Nowhere near
I
that.
wasn't in my I'm not a social worker. That's what my bachelor. I was supposed to be a social worker. Didn't do that at all. Just got the degree. Ain't do shit with social work. Nothing. So I got my master's in psychology. I'm doing that, but I still not where I want to be with that. But it's just like,
and they just don't get that. I feel like I'm shaming parents now, but like sometimes they just don't get that. Like I remember when I graduated. When I graduated, they're just like, okay, so with your major, what are you gonna do? And I'm like, well, I'm trying to find a job. A couple months go by. Well, have you found anything? Why is it so hard? What did you go to school for? Da, 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 da. And then I started working where I was working. And they're like, that has nothing to do with it. Well, then why did you pick that major? These are some great questions. I wish I had the answers. Like I wish I was
taught before the 4 years.
Exactly. Like when I was sitting in the guidance counselor's office and she was being unrealistic. It's just those little things that you're not taught. I wish somebody taught me that because things would be different, but I guess can't look back now.
yep.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. You just gotta work with what you got.
And they can't teach you past their understanding.
Exactly.
Well, that's my
Because
parents
they don't know
haven't
that
been to
stuff.
college.
Yeah.
They don't know what financial literacy is, most of them.
Or they can't
They
teach you what
came
they
here
don't
trying
know,
to
they
figure
haven't
that
been
out
taught.
themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't
Or their
blame
hearing
them.
wasn't taught.
That was something that financial literacy is the number one thing I wish my parents would have taught me.
Yeah.
But I can't
Credit.
blame them for not knowing themselves because they
Credit.
don't. Let's keep it real. They
Me and
don't.
my mom, one and the same. Crazy.
But I also feel like it just depends on your mindset and your personality. Cause like I said, that's my sister, and our financial habits are completely different. I've been saving money since I was in elementary school. I would just have these little jars, and I would save up $200 by the end of the year, just off the $3 I would get for lunch
money.
and stuff like that. And then it was the complete opposite with Sasha. So it's
Yeah,
just,
I don't know
I've always had that
I
saving.
don't know how to save.
Yeah, I've always had that saving bug in me where she doesn't. So it's your mindset too. But at the same time, your parents could push you to do stuff.
My mindset is I'm a hustler. I'm always going to work. I'm always going to make some type of money. But it's never to what are you going to do when you can't? What are you going to do when you need an 8-month savings fund and you don't have 2 months?
I'm always thinking about emergency.
What's going to happen? I live for the present.
I
She's
need
my
at least
mother.
$100.
I say
She's my mother and I'm
because
my father in that sense.
Exactly, because my mother's the saver. My father's like, well, I can't take this to the grave. So she gets that from him, and then I'm like, nah, I need to save. I can't
hold her money for years. My father I'm where and spend my shit now because tomorrow's not promised.
I was the person when we went school shopping. I would what would I do? I would wear one new clothing once a week. Sasha wear that shit Monday through Friday. And it's I'm like, no, I need to save my new clothes. And she's like, fuck that. What if they don't see me next week? I'm about to wear all this shit the same week. So it's just different personality.
It is.
Yeah, it's different people.
Definitely personality, but I'm gonna get personal. Last year, financially, it was the biggest strain. Even with a promotion in a higher salary bracket,
That comes with more responsibility.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
more money don't mean
more money, more problems. It's
More
real
problems.
fucking life. I'm
Especially
telling
when
y'all.
you don't know how to manage
So
it.
when you're sitting there and in the middle of your workday, you're thinking about car payment, insurance, this, that, and the third. That shit hits you, and you have more money to pay for it, but because you have more money doesn't mean you have the habits of sitting there and saving more money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you could be a doctor that's going bankrupt, and you could be a preschool teacher that has a house and then some. Like, it's the way you manage your money. That's what it comes down to. That's what it is.
That shit hit me, but this, like, I don't have resolutions. I don't make resolutions anymore. It's whatever I want to do. If I can do it, I do it. But this year, I have to become financially responsible.
Yeah.
It has to happen.
Accountability.
Because physically, mentally, emotionally, that shit was draining for me last year.
Yeah, it's stressful.
Being
Money
broke is tiring.
And having debt is tiring too.
Girl.
See, you spend more money sitting there paying off your credit cards each month than taking it and putting it in
Girl.
I gotta be responsible. It has to happen, and it will happen because I'm in a mindset where I don't want to go backwards. I have to go forwards. It just has to happen. That's just what it has to be.
Yeah.
So
that's what you do. Yeah. Y'all do know if you have credit cards or whatever, you can call your credit card company and they can work something out with you. Credit cards do have programs. They do.
They do.
No, I swear they do. Because Capital One.
I'm just paying my stuff.
Capital One. I like Capital One.
I have 2 cards with Capital One. They're very good, and they work with me because I took a big pay cut coming from Baltimore to here. So I come like, look, bro, like, we gotta work something out because I'm not about to have none of this shit closed. I've been doing good. Like, what can we do?
Look at how much you make.
They do. Yeah, they work. They work on your income. They work with you. So you have to just call. Who the fuck call on is going on?
I don't even know. They're very rude though. We're recording.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead, Sasha. So that's it for the topic?
That's it for the topic. And I think all of us simultaneously
agree. Financial.
Yeah.
Financial.
Oh, wait. While we're sitting here, let's do the thumbnail.
Oh.
Y'all ready?
What are we going to do?
Whatever you want. Smile.
Ready? How heart feels.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. All right.
Yay.
All right. Now let's get into Sasha's miscellaneous question.
I can't wait.
Miscellaneous question.
From Sasha.
Help her.
You gotta sing things. It makes you happy.
Yes.
I know that's right.
All right, Sasha, let's go. Oh, tell them to break down the rules.
They watch, they know.
Okay.
But I'm gonna break it down for whoever's, new viewership. Who don't watch? I'm bringing it. We'll talk about it.
It's okay.
Miscellaneous question is
oh God.
3 different questions. It has to be a unanimous decision on answering only one of the 3 options.
Ooh, okay.
So
that's nice.
Between the 4 of us?
Yeah. We all have to vote on which one question to answer.
All right, what's these questions?
First question: if money wasn't a concern, where would you live? What would you do? And what would your lifestyle look like?
I hate that question. I saw it the other day. I hate that question.
I guess you're not voting for that.
It's hard. It's a hard question.
It is.
Miscellaneous questions are never to be easy. I try to not make them easy.
All right, what's the next
Number
one?
2.
Number 2 is, in your opinion, what does it mean to be good in the bedroom? Male and female.
I want to know the answer to that too. These niggas be having high ass.
Wait, we can't talk.
Can we pick 2?
Brianne always do what I do.
Let's just start answering the question. Okay, number 3. If your life was made into a movie, what actor would
Boring.
I was one of that I know.
Boring. Nobody answering that shit.
So number 2, and I think
we're hear the end of the question.
I think we're gonna go with 2.
So read number 2 again, Sasha.
2 is, in your opinion, what does it mean to be good in bed? And we're gonna do aspects for males and aspects for
You a
females.
rich bitch. That's from Costco, ain't it?
I don't know. Should have
Kirkland.
What does it? Yeah, Costco. What does it mean to be good?
So wait, did we all vote for that?
Number 2, we did.
I think we all.
All three said that. So
you know I'm going with which one.
All
right, so number 2.
Question.
Good in bed.
Let's do
let's do
males first. Let's do males first. What does it mean to be good in? Yeah, what makes a guy good in bed, and then we're gonna go into
what makes a guy good in bed is how wet you get my pussy.
Hello.
That's some real shit.
Because that's not always easy.
It's not.
That's some real shit. Or you can get someone wet, and then you say or do some dumb shit, and it can dry the fuck back up. So as soon as you turn me on, what can you do to keep that button keep it going and keep it flowing? Let's be real.
I think when you really take your time and you don't skip foreplay.
Yes, don't skip
Because you can't just ram
foreplay.
shit in there. What are you doing?
So a Russian ass nigga.
Like,
that
rushy. If we're on the same page and it's like, all right, we only got 5-10 minutes, cool. But you need to take your time and please me and get me hot down there.
You know what
so that I can please you back.
I appreciate the nigga that you fuck on the first time. He actually takes time to appreciate your body and works. He figures it out the first time. Like he's not all
Instead of just
yeah, exactly. He takes his time. I love that.
Or he could be ruining you. I'm sorry. That was
you
that wasn't
pessimistic.
positive.
Well, damn.
I think some niggas
Do that on purpose.
do it on purpose to leave the impression on you, to have them on
he
your
was
mind,
so good.
and to motherfuck. They know that they cannot offer
Ruin
anything
your
else.
life.
I know niggas that literally
All they got is good
all they
dick.
got is dick.
They don't got good credit. They don't got good
They have
nothing.
good
Just good
not
dick.
not even that I don't have good conversation. They put so much emphasis on their
dick.
sex
Sexual
game
experience.
that
It's
they
true.
literally
It's very
do
true.
not take the time to better any other aspect of themselves. They could be amazing, and you can see the potential in them, and all they know how to do is
Sasha, we're not talking.
Sorry.
We're not talking like we just talking about fucking.
So question as far as men.
You
Do
get
you
too
think
deep.
what was the question again? Say it one more time.
Okay, in your opinion, what does it mean?
Do you
to be good in
think
bed?
being good in bed means that he makes you come every time?
No.
Oh God.
As I get older,
Because it's very hard for women to come
as you
sometimes.
go. Yeah, it is.
Not every
yeah,
time.
that's important, especially if you're at home by yourself getting it off. Why wouldn't I want to have sex with someone that could do the
Thank
same
you.
thing?
Yeah, but if I could do that shit with my fingers, like,
It's a waste
Or
of time if you
my
not doing the
vibrator.
same thing.
I'm gonna just stay home. Like,
I respect the sex. I understand that. I have come to learn and understand in my age that coming, like having a out of body experience or orgasm every time is not going to happen.
Nope, not every
But
time.
sex can be intense without an orgasm. At least for me, I know that for a fact. I'm not gonna like I can bust. Like I believe now, there's a difference between having an orgasm, and busting a nut.
Oh yeah.
In layman's terms for
Okay.
guys.
So,
Because there's
what's the
times where
difference?
sex.
which one
what
is
you think
more
is an
intense?
orgasm?
Like,
Orgasm more
Orgasm
intense.
is out of body. Orgasm is a more
that's like the
intense
shaking.
I can shake without having an orgasm. There's a
Yeah,
difference.
Hell
I can-
yeah.
because there's a
That's
difference between
outside.
Shaking be happening 2 minutes in.
Right, it's like, goddamn, can you relax?
or if you ride for more than 3 minutes, shaking will happen. Your check engine like come on your knees, and that happens.
They got the magnies in this bitch. I'd be like, oh, my knees hurt. Let's
I be trying to tell
switch.
people females can bust in that too, and that should be met and like.
People don't understand because there's a difference. I believe.
She thinking about something.
I'm gonna smack her. I believe that men, they come. That's
it's simple for them.
They come.
Boop, boop, boop.
But
They
women,
come. It takes
it's either
more.
we can come, we
Yeah.
orgasm, this, that, and third. Because there's been times where I've had bomb ass sex, but I didn't have an orgasm.
Yeah.
But the sex was intense. It was amazing.
And men or women, we have parts in us that can prevent us from hitting certain spots.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to the gyno and they tell you something, shift to the left or shift to the right, that could prevent the spot that he's trying to hit. You know, these things are difficult.
Exactly.
My
So-
cervix is definitely to the side.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you
yeah,
know, maybe that's why you
my
don't come
cervix. My
every
cervix
time.
is. I have a tilted cervix.
Yeah.
Yeah, my cervix is tilted.
I don't know what
These are the
that
things
is,
we have to think of.
but I know there's a certain position that if you stay there long enough and you do it, it's not the easiest. But if you stay there long enough, you're gonna get fireworks from me.
Yeah.
And then it is what it is. But it takes time. It takes exploration on your own to figure that shit out.
And I feel like that's why I'm a very big advocate for masturbation.
Masturbation.
Whether you're in a relationship or not, you
Play
need to
with
be
yourself.
exploring that because it's certain
with your
spots. It's like, oh, I never.
body.
Okay, so let me
And then
tell
you can
him that
tell
next
him.
time. Yeah,
This is nice right here.
exactly.
Oh, but wait.
But
we
some
answered-
people don't like to speak up.
Okay, what
in
makes
bed.
a man good in bed, though? We know what can help us towards that. What makes a man good in bed? Like,
Wasn't that what we were just answering?
we were
Yeah.
saying no. I mean,
We
were
went
kind of
around
right,
a little
but
bit.
maybe
Yeah,
not
like
tangent.
just making
As long as
sure
you-
that
you-
you're paying attention.
Number
You're
one,
being
as long as you can
attentive
get
to
me
how
wet,
I'm
not that
feeling.
little drippy drip, not that little faucet wet, like wet. Yeah, that
little
whole
faucet wet.
Ariel thing when she coming up. If you can get me wet, we're good to go. Like You can make that shit last. Make it last.
But
forever.
sometimes you can be wet
And
off
ever.
of kissing somebody. So is that
It
what you
de-
mean?
It depends. Listen,
That
I
can
know
happen.
it depends. It just depends on the nigga. I'm telling
That
you.
can happen.
And I do not kiss everybody, but it depends on who the nigga is. Cause it could be like a nigga I've been fucking for a long time. He don't get me wet like that. It could be, this new nigga that could get me wet off the top. I just know, like it's just. Yep.
Give me sound effects. God damn it.
Anything else besides?
Do y'all need a big dick?
No.
Because
No.
we talked about size queen.
Something that could be uncomfortable sometimes. Sasha loves saying size queen.
No. I think if you know what you're doing, that's it.
I think a few years ago I would have said, "Oh yeah, you
A
know,
big dick.
I get size queen ass.
I like my stomach. I like to be okay on it. I like to be okay after we have sex.
I like to pee
Yep.
on a regular basis the week going forward.
As long as you know the angles and the motion
Yeah,
of
you
the
just
ocean.
have to know what you need to do with your dick.
Yeah.
That's it.
I just love a nigga that take his time.
And learns your
Take
and
your
learns what
time.
you like and learns your
I
body.
think
Don't
I'm
just
too
go in there
savvy.
pumping
I
and
like-
shit.
I feel like you gotta communicate certain things. You
Yeah.
gotta be able to talk about it before and after. And if you're not talking about it, like something's gonna get left behind.
Right.
Exactly.
Because how they supposed to know what you like if you don't?
Ooh, right there. No, not right there. Yeah. Ooh, that way. Yeah.
Mhm.
I said no,
And I
not
really
right
feel like, I
there.
don't know, I feel like it's a person. Like you can still have a good sexual experience and not orgasm. But like now that I know that I can orgasm every time, I don't think I could go back to just having sex just for the joy of it.
You
like
can?
I can.
How?
I don't know.
Because once you feel something,
The
Wow.
last year,
Wow, that's good to know. Shit.
Yeah.
That is good to know. And also, guys, stop when you have sex, like stop asking the girl if she came or not, because that's like stop.
If you don't know if I came,
Exactly,
that's a fucking problem.
right.
I've had motherfuckers ask me that, and I was like, if you have to ask that question, I did not come.
Exactly. Like, would you say it? Like, would you let them know?
yes.
You let them know in the midst of it?
Yes.
I do
Some
too.
it depends on what I feel like saying.
Have you ever lied?
No,
No.
no.
I've never lied.
If you ask me during sex,
I don't
if you
know.
ask me right afterwards if I came or
No.
not, I would not try to hurt your feelings, but I'm not gonna lie.
I
And I've
would-
come out and told
uh-huh.
guys afterwards, like, yeah, like this sex is just not, it's just not hitting, and they haven't been on the same page, and they get offended by it. They don't take what I'm saying.
Well, I'll be like, damn. After you know, I'll be like, damn.
So I'm trying to
I'll be
help shorty out
like, damn.
after me because I know I'm not gonna fuck you no more.
If I ain't come here, I'll be like, damn. Because there be times where I know I'm going to come and eat, and I don't fucking come. I'll be like,
Or
damn.
you're about to,
Yeah,
and then they
he's
move a
not
little
like,
bit, and
damn.
everything's just thrown off.
I didn't tell you to move.
I'm
Never
an
get back to that
idiot.
same spot again.
Listen,
Yeah.
man, listen,
Just take your time.
listen.
But some girls like that aggressive
Rabbit sex?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
I like it rough sometimes.
But it's rough, not no jackhammer shit.
Jackhammer.
No.
I mean jackhammer.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. I don't like
Absolutely
that.
not. But like
Medium pace
real
strokes, pow,
Yeah.
pound, pound it.
Pow.
Strong.
pow. You
I like
strong.
it pounded, not jackhammer.
Yeah, no
I don't want.
jackhammer.
I'm sorry to say, I don't want no white sex, and that's what that. When I hear jackhammer,
Think of
rabbit
white
sex, I think white people.
Yeah, give me a Nat Turner.
She said that on the spot, and that actually sounded like a slave name.
I like the sex they had on Queen and Slim.
Ooh, that sex scene was nice.
Even though niggas over here riding for you and you fucking in the middle of the ride,
Yeah,
it's still-
at the cemetery.
it was a symbolism, I believe. So
I
whatever.
guess.
See, I didn't
I like
look at all
that
that. I was
sex
just
and,
looking at the sex. It
I like
was nice.
Tasha and what's his name? Sex from Insecure. Tasha and
Oh, I thought you meant power.
Yeah.
No.
Bend over the bed.
Tasha and what's his name from Insecure?
Lola.
I like
God
L, right?
damn.
Is it a
Lawrence.
L? Lawrence.
Yeah, Lawrence.
When
I
he
like
had
that
her
sex.
doggy style
On the bed, yeah,
Oh,
all that,
yeah,
and
she
from the
was
side.
wild.
His leg was up his head.
Yeah, he was wild. He was wild.
Yes.
I think that was a little bit of her ass too, because
That's
it
another
just
thing.
was just a nice. It just looked
have
nice.
a good stroke. You
Good
gotta have
rhythm.
this. That's what I always say. Like a
Yeah.
man that can move, like he can dance.
Oh,
it
God.
gives you a preview to a certain extent. I
Yeah.
believe that. Or a nigga that can really kiss. It gives you a preview. Any nigga that I've had, I've come to have sexual relations with, and they could not kiss. They couldn't fuck. That's just my, my scientific theory, my experiment. But if you couldn't kiss, you couldn't fuck. And that just is a telltale sign. That's just for me though. That's just for me. If you can dance, you can move.
All right.
I don't think I've ever been with a nigga who could dance. But that doesn't say anything.
I
about
got pop locking and battling in the middle.
Not some Chris Brown.
It's your man on the floor. NBA.
Not that, but like if you're moving with them, you go out and he can move.
But
You
the
should at least
line,
know how to
yeah.
do a little two-step.
Like if you're throwing it back and he can catch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, rhythm.
That's my main thing. If I could throw it back and you can catch it, we got a lot.
Coordination, you know? Like, that's all it is.
Yeah. So women, can we answer this?
Women.
Can
I
we
can tell women makes
Answer
what I
it
can
as a
think.
man.
Alright, yo.
I need a
Um,
bitch that
the
can
way
get
I
nasty.
Rod for
She
20.
got dick from my dick. She got to know how to swallow that. She got
I want a two-hand got with it.
suck the balls and get the gooch when she hit that gooch, man?
That shit make me like
They
my
wouldn't even let
eyes
you
go
touch
black.
their
No.
gooch.
No,
scary.
I've been seeing a lot of niggas say they like that the gooch. Then I've been seeing a lot.
These are the most-
of
this
niggas.
is what-
You fucking with some mature ass niggas.
Yeah,
because
this is what niggas think when they
these little niggas like, nah, don't go nowhere near my ass.
I think the younger niggas are a little bit more progressive than
Yeah,
the older
they
niggas.
are.
From what
I
I
don't
see,
know.
and I'm only talking about Twitter because that's all I see.
Yeah.
The younger niggas don't have no problem saying like, yeah, like there was a whole thing one time about a guy coming out and he was like, yeah, da da da. I'm not really into like insertion with anal play, but I love when my girl eats my ass.
Tank.
He did not give a fuck.
Tank, my baby Tank.
Tank did say that. He likes when what's her name?
Zena.
Zena. He likes when his
Yeah, I
wife.
wasn't worrying about the wife. I was
That's not
talking about
right.
Tank.
That's not right.
We're not gonna get. I don't like ass play.
Y'all eating
man. No.
Are you putting fingers in ass?
No.
Are you rubbing it a little?
Sasha real quiet.
Sasha's
I've
open to
already
it.
said how I feel. I've never eaten ass. I used to think it was disgusting. However, for my husband, I would eat this.
Your husband's not gonna let you.
Oh shit! If I married a nigga that I'm with now, fuck out of here. I'll make him. And
No.
and that's not good because that's not consent. That's not right.
Right. You
Not
just
right,
rapey.
Because we've talked about ass play on here before, and like my opinions have gotten some serious reviews.
Okay, so I don't see myself eating a man's
I've never eaten a
ass.
I don't know that nasty.
However,
You
I
can
do
be
see myself putting a
Fresh
little
out the
finger in
shower.
there. I'ma just say
And that's
it.
why we're sisters, because I said the same thing.
I could put a little finger in there, but I can't put my tongue in your ass because
I don't
I'm
want my
just
finger up there.
because I don't trust these niggas.
Like imagine
That-
you just got his dick in your mouth and it's just like real slow and real nice, and then you just sit there and you glide, you just slide a finger in, and he's going fucking crazy. You looking him in his eyes, and you got a finger here,
I
and
don't
just
want
my
simultaneous
finger.
work.
No.
Simultaneous work, and he's going fucking.
First of
That's
all,
the thing. I'm not
first of
think
all,
I want my
first of all,
finger
how
in
is-
there.
first of all, how is he sitting for you to do all of
He's not
that?
sitting. He gotta stand up.
No.
I
Stand
don't know
up.
how I would
Stand up.
react to his reaction. I don't even have
It's
anything
submission.
against
It's a
the
submission
idea.
pose. You have to be on your knees, and he has to stand up. That's the only
If
way
he's
to
like moaning and grunting sounds you ain't never heard before.
I would have to be put in that position. I don't know. I wouldn't knock it, like, but it wouldn't just
I'm
be
not
for
doing it.
anyone.
Yeah.
I'm not putting my
It's
tongue.
definitely
I'm
not
not
putting
putting
shit.
no. That's
Me
for
and my
special
nigga
people.
asshole.
That's
And I go
for
back
special
and forth
people.
all the time, and it has to be somebody that, like, I
Yeah.
know we're gonna be together. Like,
Yeah, that's my forever nigga. Like if I
Yeah.
I have to be on shroom, I have to be on
It gotta be
some
our
type of
50th
illegal
birthday.
narcotic to
Our
do that
25th
shit.
year together.
Yep.
No.
tongue is crazy. Like niggas.
Sasha, please stop. Please. Please.
I gotta watch myself with Dr. Brown.
Please.
Like I gotta scrub.
I
him
gotta
down
watch
myself.
him
Sorry.
wash himself.
Yeah. Okay, so how do y'all feel? I'm gonna get back to what men think about women, but how do y'all feel as far as like, have y'all ever had like, how do I put this? Sweaty sex?
Yes.
Like a nigga try.
That's one thing
Are
I
y'all
really.
into that? A lot of
No,
people
I
don't
don't
like
like-
sweat.
I don't
They don't
like
like
sweat.
people on them like that.
Okay, it depends.
It
I've had
depends.
Some people
2
sweat
times of
excessively.
sweaty sex.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily sweat
Perspiration.
crazy when I have sex, but I've had situations where the sex was intense and both of us are sweating. It's not like we're both dripping, but it's like a perspiration and we're both
Yeah.
hot.
Mhm.
That's different. I can find with that.
Then
No
I've had sex where the other person just sweats profusely.
I hate that.
And that shit's dripping all over you. And I didn't
Yes.
really mind it in
I
the
do.
moment.
They need to go do some cardio.
Yeah,
No,
it was a
but that's
bigger
what it
nigga.
was.
He was a bigger nigga. He was a bigger
Girl,
guy.
Yeah,
He was
God.
tall. He was talking.
No, but it was a thick guy. He was in the gym working out, and he was sweating crazy. And I was like, yo, I'm like, you sweat like this during sex? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, no.
He was
And it's like,
No.
some people drip.
No.
They think they're putting in work if they drenched.
This nigga was
Let that shit
dripping.
fall in
Like
your
the sweat
eyes.
was like
Girl,
slapping
contact
my
all
stomach.
fucked up.
Ooh.
It was slapping my stomach, and I didn't think about it till afterwards. I was like, that was kind of disgusting. It's like, ew. But in the moment, I was like, okay, well, he's putting in work.
Alright, so you go out to dinner, y'all eating tacos with jalapenos and shit, and then he try to go down on you.
He needs to wash his fucking mouth.
But these niggas don't be wanting to wash their fucking mouth.
Wash
They go
your
wash their
mouth.
fucking mouth.
You're not gonna put your
And wash your hands because you're gonna put a finger in there
Go
because
just
that's
take
a
a whole
requirement.
Go take a whole shower and then come back.
Not a whole shower.
I just feel like
Wash
there's
your
certain
mouth.
things that shouldn't
a
have to
whole
be
shower.
said.
Take a whole shower.
Go wash your hands. Go wash your mouth. It shouldn't be. I shouldn't have to tell you that.
And that's what
You're not
comes
a
back to
child.
the eating the ass thing, because men don't think about hygiene like we do.
That's
My
the thing,
homeboy-
and that's why I don't think I'm putting the tongue there.
Yeah, he's gay. He was like, I don't know how you women could even consider eating a nigga ass. Straight men are so dirty.
He knows.
You know,
It's
it's
true.
true.
It's true.
Gay
Like,
men, I believe
they're very
everybody
clean.
cares for
like
themselves.
low key,
They have to.
it's nice to have a little. What do they call it? Metrosexual man, because you
They're
know
very
they're a little
clean.
more
They're
clean.
clean.
Like I would appreciate
Yeah,
that.
macho nigga, he let shit just,
No, I'm a man. I don't
Y'all
know
like
fuck
a,
who you are. You need to be cleanly.
Y'all like a hairy dick or for it to be shaped up down there?
shake up. It ain't gotta be completely
Shake that
bald.
for 100, please.
But
Yeah.
shake up.
Yeah,
I
would like for you to groom if
'Cause-
I have to groom.
If I have to groom, I like to groom.
Hell yeah, I love the groom.
Shake
That's
it.
no, I love the groom.
I don't think I should
I
compromise.
love a good
that.
wax. I don't give a damn. I love a good
Yeah.
wax.
I love a wax.
I don't like showing up and feeling like you didn't do what I did. Like I'm sitting here thinking about my
do
kitty
work.
cat. Oh shit, my armpits, and then I show up and you look mediocre. Like
Yes.
what did I do all
Castaway.
that
Hair fucking
The
harvest
hair
smell.
matters.
I don't care what y'all say.
He
for? But
said
some
harvest?
people like
Harvest
bush.
smell. Some people.
Oh, you said
some
harvest.
men-
Some men
it's
like
a
a little
pheromone
hair.
thing.
It
It's a pheromone
is.
thing. They like the smell. This, that, and the third. Me personally, I don't like hair, so we're gonna have to come to a compromise.
Yeah,
So,
just clean it.
but what makes a woman good?
No, but
Man,
for real,
right.
what makes a okay? So how long you think a woman should be able to ride?
Yes, that's a good.
I feel like that's the
I'm a good. I think I'm a good.
They always want somebody to ride.
I'm a good
I
rider.
don't
As long as I have
those
something to hold on to, I'm fine. I need something to hold on to. That's why I prefer either like the couch. I can hold on to the back
Riding
of
on
the
a
couch,
chair,
or
riding on a couch,
the
on a
chair,
chair.
or my bed, my headboard.
Yeah.
I need to hold on to something because my listen, baby boy,
baby.
But
Bitches
now
over here
they
lying, talking about they riding dick for 30 minutes. You're lying.
You're not riding no dick for 30 minutes.
You're not.
No,
It
you're
might
not.
feel like 15. It might feel like a long ass time when you up there riding.
Yeah, but it's
tops
not
you're
30
riding for
minutes.
But
7
I have no
minutes.
problem when I know I have given my best. I will tank out and be like, my legs
Oh,
hurt.
my legs hurt. I have
I
no
say
problem
that.
saying that.
Yeah.
My legs. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. Now you get on top and you do what the fuck you supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Have y'all ever given like some mean ass head and they just, not that they don't come, but they take it too long because they want it to last, and it's
Yes,
like, all right,
yes.
my
It's
jaw
annoying.
is not for this.
It's
Like
annoying.
I know I'm putting in my work, so
Yeah.
do what you need to do, or we just let's just start having sex because I'm not about to keep giving you
I
that. I know
remember
I'm putting
when-
in my work.
I remember one time I was giving head for a long time, and I know I was putting in like it was probably like A- work. So that's good at like
That's still
that's
good.
grade A
That's
head.
very good.
It was grade A head. It started to go down to a B because I'm like I'm doing it for a long time. Like coming from the club, and now you got Henny dick, and you like it's
That
hard to
Henny
do.
dick.
So I scraped his dick with my teeth so he would get the fuck up.
Oh, see, you petty.
Okay, you took too long. I'm not about to get lockjaw for you.
But
I'm
you
not.
could have just hopped
just
on it.
stopped.
Yeah, you could have just sat on
Yeah,
it.
you
I'm not a quitter.
bugging.
I'm not like a right out quitter. Like I'm not gonna stop giving head.
No,
I don't get head for a long time because I want to have sex as long as I possibly can. Yes,
I don't
I'm
like
speaking
having
very
sex
highly
too.
of myself.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I
How
get head for a
long?
long time because I want to enjoy the sex. Now, if you're just here for me to suck your dick and get your nut, that's fine. But if I know we're going to have sex, I'm
No,
not going
you
to do it
gonna
for a long
have to
time
fuck
because
up.
I want my full sex.
You gonna tell me to stop? I'm not gonna stop because I
Head?
don't like being. Yeah, you're gonna tell me to stop.
No.
If you take
Because
it
if,
too long, I'm
if
just
a
gonna hop
nigga
on
if a
it.
nigga tell me this if a nigga would tell me to stop, that means when we fuck it's like he'll be almost done with his nut. No, like I'm gonna control this shit. Like
It's a power thing for me.
yep.
We're head.
You have to speak very highly of yourself when it comes to these things. know what you're
I am
doing.
high. I was doing a great job, and he just wanted to keep it going. He didn't want to fuck, but I'm gonna make you fuck. So teeth, scrape, don't care, get up.
That's great.
That's so painful.
I scraped the motherfucker, and he liked it.
No,
so
that's
it
not
don't work.
nice.
Some people like when you bite that dick.
I
Not
scraped
bite,
it, he
but
liked
like just
Let's
like
scrape your teeth.
hurt.
And he completely lost his mind off that shit. And I'm like, God damn, I was trying to make you
This is crazy.
fuck me.
Niggas
But-
are
very crazy.
But once I found that out, I was like, oh, this is a whole nother fucking level. So let's go. And it is what it is. But listen.
Y'all like to be choked?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Know what
Slap.
you're doing, or that bitch gonna faint.
I need a gasp for air kind of choke.
Don't choke in the
Whoa,
front.
what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Right here, right here.
Okay.
Don't choke in the front.
Hmm.
It cuts off the airway, even though that's what she said. She's like, choke. But when you choke, put your pressure points on the side.
Pressure points too. Sometimes
It
you
gives
gasp
you
for
this-
air. Sometimes.
No, the pressure points on the side, it doesn't cut off the airway, but it gives you that feeling of asphyxiation. That's the name of it.
I want that.
Oh Lord.
That's a tip. Choke from the side. Because you don't want to have bitches passing out of your bed.
I like
It's
the
not good.
Oh my god,
grasp
that's
of
so
the hips.
scary.
When they hitting it from the back and they like really grab
Oh
the hips.
yeah.
That feels nice.
Wow. Let me drink some wine.
That's beautiful.
I need water.
Well, like when somebody's licking on your ankle or something when you in missionary. Sorry.
Wait!
Okay.
Think about it. I
Okay.
can't do it right
Ankle?
now.
Okay.
Ankle?
So your legs
Think
is
about
up
it.
here.
Okay.
Legs
Oh, she
up
said
and shoulders.
missionary. She said
Missionary.
missionary.
What
Do
up
me.
here?
Do me.
I
Pull
look
your
at
leg back.
So look, her leg is back, back. He's here, and then he's hitting it real nice and slow stroke, and he's just licking from here,
Okay.
here, calf and ankle, right there. Or he's fucking you from the side, and
Is
you
your
get a
leg
nice
straight?
lick up and down your spine. That shit is nice. It's the little things that count.
That's some Haitian
Flexible.
Did you just say that's some Haitian shit? Yeah, if you want to talk shit, you better say it louder.
Say it aloud.
But
I'm
yeah.
Haitianly proud.
What else?
Favorite position?
Missionary. I'm sorry.
Missionary legs pull all the way back.
Missionary.
Or
You feel it all.
I like missionary when he's standing on the edge of the bed and your butt is kind of on the edge of the bed. Coming to coming to America. moment.
Listen. Okay, all right.
Is my queen.
Yep.
I've cried during sex.
Of course.
I hate when I do that shit. It's so
It's so
fucking
stupid.
annoying.
The times that I have cried, it's that position. Ass edge off the bed.
Yep.
Just putting it in
Because
there.
it's straight dick.
I start crying.
Balls deep, bound.
I
It's
start
all walls.
crying.
It's all walls. All your nerve
Goddamn,
endings are
I'm
being
emotional.
penetrated. All your nerve endings are being penetrated.
Let me tell y'all
When you come,
Fuck.
when you come, you're gonna be emotional. It taps
Yeah,
into
I
something.
start crying. That same position.
And then I don't want to cuddle or nothing. Don't fucking touch me.
No,
afterwards.
I just want to ball up.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
I need a moment. I need a moment.
I do pass out for a minute.
I need a
I
moment.
think I literally just.
I curl up. I curl up when I'm
just
done.
stuck.
Too like, are you okay? Yo, I'm good. I just need a
Do
moment
any
to
of you
curl
feel
up.
insecure about like not squirting or not being able to
No.
squirt, or are you squirters?
It's not
I'm
an
a squirter. It
insecurity.
depends. Sometimes, like me being a squirter, it's like it's random. It's like I don't know. It depends.
I don't think I'm a squirter because the moments where I felt like I was supposed to be a squirter, it didn't happen.
Every
so
woman can squirt.
I
Every
don't
woman can
think so.
squirt. It's a
Because
mind.
there's been
Striving to
moments.
do it.
No, it's a one.
Because
it's a mind
first of
thing.
all, they say you're not supposed to tense up. You're supposed to just let go and bear down.
Yeah, it's a mind
I've
thing.
done that, and I felt like it's coming, and then it doesn't, and I'm like, no.
If you get
I
the
was
feeling,
supposed
that
to-
means you can do it. Trust me.
You all right over
You can
there?
squirt. Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh.
I don't think I'm a squirter. I think I'm like a gusher.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm a squirter.
That's the
like
thing.
I'll gush, but I'm not gonna pss
The
out
squirter
there.
is like if like you turn a faucet on really fast and it comes out. Some girls can squirt out like that, but then some girls like a slow trickle. When you turn the faucet on real slow, and it's like
Or
this.
maybe it just depends on the person that you're having sex with.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
maybe a different person would make me squirt, but not the person I have sex with.
Exactly.
I like after sex and you see like it's a fucking puddle on the bed.
Yeah, like it's just different.
Who sleeps in the wet spot?
That's you.
Him.
Who sleeps in the wet
I need
spot?
dry.
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping in nobody's wet spot.
I clean that shit. New sheets.
Let me me change my sheet. I'm tired. I don't give a fuck. Niggas be passing the fuck out after sex. They be looking so stupid when you come back to them. Like, why do you look like that? Late, I want to be looking crazy.
So you know how we supposed to pee after sex, right?
Yes,
I do. I do every time. I don't give a fuck.
The niggas y'all fucking with pee after sex?
No, and I get mad.
I get very bad.
I
I
get
get
mad.
livid.
Yeah.
Livid. Oh, so
too.
you don't feel that in your bladder because
I know you gotta pee.
I'm confused. We both came, so you don't have to pee.
Mm-hmm.
I know you gotta pee.
Niggas,
I pee all the time.
Yeah.
you have to pee.
Even
after you masturbate,
time,
you're supposed to pee.
Sure
You're not
do.
lazy a little bit.
I go every time. If it's just me or if it's with somebody else, I gotta go and pee. I'm very paranoid with that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have to
And
go.
white.
I'm making a
Pink
point
and
to
white.
go.
White.
And if I'm in my house, my head like, can I get a washcloth?
Thank you.
Or if you really don't have no resources, just put a little puddle in your hand and just wash it out.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that shit. It's
Yeah, since
self-preservation.
they have no rags.
You should not be fucking on no fucking rags or no whites.
Wait, for what?
I appreciate a nigga that has whites. Well, you have a man, so, but I appreciate a man that like has whites.
Yeah. Flushable
I
wipes.
said a
Stay
man,
on
not
the
you.
toilet.
Yo.
That's not what I'm saying.
And that's a damn shame that that kind of thing is like
A luxury. If y'all fucking with a nigga
I see
and
white.
y'all are done and he bring out wipes, y'all gotta keep them. Because that's some other shit.
Yes.
Sometimes you need a warm washcloth though, because wipes can is doesn't. It's
Yeah,
just
but it's just
it's a little messy. It's a little messy.
But you know what's funny? Sometimes I like the water cold.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you have a hot sex, oh my god, because you know our heat be crazy in our house.
Oh yeah.
And yes, I do fuck in my home. I don't care.
Whatever. Gotta get it how you live.
Do you have any other questions?
No, y'all nasty asses answer this one. Well, we didn't answer it, but you know what? It went off on a tangent, and y'all can.
I don't know what makes a girl
I don't
good
know.
and bad.
Yeah,
I just think I'm good and bad.
No, I've heard guys sit there. That's what I'm saying. I've heard guys sit there and say, "Oh, she can have good pussy, but her sex is whack."
Ooh. Okay, so I seen this.
What does that mean?
Wait, I have a question.
She's
so,
dead and dead. She's a starfish.
No, I saw
this lady.
Oh, so he has to do the work.
Yo, real quick, fire head or fire sex?
Shut up! I know where you got it from because I
Oh, like
this question
would
too.
I rather good head or good sex?
Yeah.
Good head.
Sex.
Good head.
Okay, no. It was this.
Okay.
It's like this. It's fire sex. The head is decent, or the head is amazing and the sex is decent.
Oh well, in
Fire
that
sex.
aspect,
Sex.
in that aspect, I'll pick sex.
Fire sex.
Don't get it twisted. Some fire head. It's like, boy, who blessed you? I'm gonna thank your mama. Like, you know how to work your tongue, your mouth. You know where to put it, when to put it. That's a beautiful thing.
I'm already on edge, and then you slip that little finger in there.
All right. I gotta go.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm gonna head out.
SpongeBob, I'm gonna head out.
Shit. But fire sex, because sex is a whole energy exchange, and that shit, just that intenseness of sex.
Don't give me fire sex and you don't expect me to come back.
I don't. Well, I've had fire sex and haven't. Yeah, I've been given fire sex and walked away because I knew that's all that motherfucker could offer, and honestly, I just didn't want to drive across the bridge anymore.
Okay.
It was a lot of gas. $15
I
toll.
would
The
have never
bridge.
been there in the first
Yeah.
place.
You gotta come to me, baby boy.
$15 toll.
Yeah, no.
And I knew he wasn't. And then honestly, the last
Some
time
towns over here.
he gave me a kiss. And the last time he gave me that kiss, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna fuck you again. And I never fucked him again.
That's
Okay,
unfortunate.
Cinderella.
We had a good 4 times.
Cinderella.
We had a good 4 times. It was good.
That is
That's
unfortunate, though.
4 times? You counted.
It was only 4 times. But each time was good. He had good sex. But I just, it wasn't that.
It wasn't worth the travel.
No, it wasn't. And he wasn't consistent enough on a conversation standpoint.
Was
on
that the
nigga
security
standpoint.
guard?
Yeah, you know fucking body. You know
Them security guards. Listen.
And then when you went
What?
When
When I went what?
to the city,
City. I was. What?
Huh?
alright.
Alright.
Hey,
Any other question?
Fell in love with a little bitch.
Hey. There's no other questions, you guys.
No
I think that wraps up
miscellaneous.
this episode.
Alright. The rapper.
This was fun.
You can follow
Thank
the.
you guys for coming.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Ooh,
Sorry.
you did it wrong.
I know. I'm not
You
doing
can-
intros and outros. They're not my thing. That's for you.
You can follow the podcast on Instagram at I Said What I Said Podcast and our YouTube at I Said What I Said Space Podcast. And you can follow me at Jazzy, of course, on Instagram.
You can follow me at Coco the Don Dada. I'm not spelling it.
All right.
Guys.
Goddamn. We don't have social. We have Twitter. What's your Twitter? Fuck your Twitter.
No.
I am
Twitter's
enough.
for fun.
I am enough.
I wanna see your
365. Bree. And I am, goddamn.
Kisses
From
from
Sean.
I have
SHAN.
Twitter.
N?
Yeah, I'm not giving y'all.
Can't remember. And my YouTube. SHANI.
Oh, yeah.
Space MARS.
You gotta get a.
Y'all got Facebook.
That's not for y'all.
That's for family.
That's for my aunties and
My uncles, my granddaddy.
That's for family.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. This is episode 30 of I Said What I Said podcast. And we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.